I just can't wait to play this again. Skulk Hollow is a great game. And the art on the front is cool and simple, but I don't think it represents the game well enough. I really think it's a missed opportunity that they didn't put the real art of the game on the front of the box. But who am I to know? I don't know. I think it's amazing though. So what do I like about this game? I like the cards, I like the art, I like the theme and it making it feel like you're a huge monster throwing little guys off your arms, or a band of heroes trying to hack away at the legs to incapacitate the monster. It really feels like you're doing that in the game. It's great. Let me show you how it delivers on that feeling. All right, there's 4 monsters to choose from, but I'm just gonna pick one for the setup. I really like this box too. So nice. It's set up now. The basic premise, you can see this 3x3 grid set at a diamond shape. One side is the monster, one side is the fox and heroes. And the fox and heroes, their goal, take down the monster. And the way they do that, you got this monster here and little health on each of its body parts, or on some key body parts. If you're doing damage to the monster, you're putting little damage cubes on here. The monster can be protecting, healing, and the way you win, defeat the monster. So once all 11 damage is done, all these little spaces are filled, you win. The monster, on the other hand, each one of them has their own unique way of winning. So the unique goal for Grak is to eliminate 8 hero units. Keep track with this little token. But the shared victory condition, no matter what monster you have, is defeat the Foxen hero. So in this case, I've got the King of War. That's my main leader guy. If you defeat the leader, the hero, that's the gold token, then you win as well. And so the gameplay, each person has a deck of cards and you draw your 5 or however many your starting hand is depending on your class. And most of these cards have a top and bottom. And a great thing about this design, the same design that's used in War of the Ring, Gloomhaven, with this top and a bottom action, it feels like whenever you have cards in your hand, you'll have something that you can do. And even if you feel like none of these things are the things you want to do, there's a way to discard 1 and draw 2 as one of your actions. So at any point in the game, if you're trying to do things, it feels like you have the ability to do something useful. So I like that piece of it so far. But the gameplay, as Grak, as one of the monsters, you have the ability to move your giant meeple around to either advance or retreat, however you want to do. The Fox and Heroes, they can do that one at a time as well. Some cards allow for more than one thing to move, but in most cases they're running around individually. And so you can see that represented through movement cards. You can move diagonally with the approach left. But you also have these swing, stomp, gaze. These are the associated moves with the body parts. So if you have a Fox and Hero, which can mount and jump onto you, leap upon you, and start attacking directly, that's part of the game, is you're moving across the battlefield, trying to approach the monster, jump on top, start hacking away. So that's where the theme and the mechanics really line up. It's great. And so as these little guys are on top of you, you can use the throw if you have throw. So you play the throw card and it throws a meeple off of you onto a space next to you. You can swing. If there's a guy nearby, you swing and you do damage to them. They take damage. That's what these red damage tokens are for, and you put it on the unit themselves. So the game really feels like the little Fox and Heroes are trying to swarm and attack. They're small in comparison to this massive monster. And as they attack, if you do 3 damage to the stomp area, the stomp card no longer functions. Now, the monster has a way to heal over time so that they can regain access to that, but in general, you're trying to take them out one by one, move by move, so that you can continue attacking. You can recruit more of your dudes by having in your hand the Fox and Heroes. I've got quite a large set of heroes in my hand. If I play a hero, I get the associated meeple. Starts in one of the 3 starting areas. I put it here. And then you can start attacking, moving with it, and they all have special powers and abilities. But in the same way, you use leaps to go upon the monster. You use movement to get close enough to actually get on it. You can use ranged attacks, melee attacks, all sorts of stuff. So this game is great. It's got variable setup. There's 4 different monsters. There's 4 different leaders for the Fox and Heroes group. And it's this tactical, strategic battle of trying to, in the case where I played with my co-founder Phil, we played the first setup, Rack versus Fox and Heroes, and in that game, I was trying to swarm him with a bunch of foxes, and at the very beginning, he was just stomping them, swinging, gazing, attacking, and I felt like overpowered, and then I realized I don't need 100 guys attacking because that's 100 that he can kill. I need just a few key players to get up and get in there, start messing with them, because the more people I made, the less actions I could take to actually attack, and the more fodder to eliminate to get him closer to victory. So it's this great system where as you're playing, you're trying to change your strategy based on what the opponent's doing. Overall, the gameplay itself and the mechanics really fade into the distance as you feel like you're Fox and Heroes attacking a monster. You're a monster swinging your arms to get them off of you and trying to stomp on them and attack them. And I love when the feeling of the game just comes through in a big way. Skulk Hollow is something you should play if you haven't had a chance. And I can't wait to get it back to the table. Play with more monsters, play with more leaders. I'm excited. There's Skulk Hollow.